Hey guys, if we don't have sound, then why am I playing my intro? I'm gonna have to take that out and figure out that. And I boomered it up again. I'm so sorry, guys. I have this cool, kind of a techno intro, and I tried to convert it and it didn't work. So I apologize. I will try to figure that out next time. It's a cool intro. I have it on YouTube if you guys want to watch it. All right. Hey, Ray. Good to see you, chat. Thank you for being here this morning. It's a beautiful last day of March, and I hope you guys are having a great week. I'm out here in California. I see Dillard in the chat. Hey, Dillard. And he's out here in California too, but I think he's more southern, and I'm up in the north. Hyper Potato's in the house. Thank you, Hyper Potato. Beautiful dog, by the way. I like that dog. It looks like maybe like a husky, or I'm not sure. Maybe you can tell me in the chat. Ray says we have sound. That's a good thing, guys. I'm not very good at sign language, so I appreciate you bearing with me. Ray's my moderator, my faithful moderator, also here in California, and he's promoting us in the chat. Yeah, we have a lot of cool stuff to talk about today. As you know, we are back with Parody Press, and our first campaign is called X-FARCE, and it is at the printer right now, and we are hoping that it will be here sometime next week, and we can start packing orders and fulfilling all the backers on that. And I really wanted to thank everyone who backed that. Hey, Joe, good to see you, man. Joe's got a great YouTube channel as well if you guys want to check it out. Look him up on YouTube. Him and his friend Sean pretty much stream, many times throughout the week, and they have a lot of great comic book creators on their show. I've been on their show before, and they have a cool dress code with sunglasses and hats, and at least when I'm on there, so that's cool. Yeah, X-FARCE is in demand, so if you go to that link, or if you go to xfarce.com, you can actually get the issues, and you won't have to wait very long if you want to buy them. We did a relatively small print run on this book. It's probably around 1,000 copies. So we are going to get that book out to you folks, and we are excited to that. But the thing of the day is BRZRKR and BEARDZZERKER. And if you don't know what BRZRKR is, it is a book that Keanu Reeves announced last year, and it finally came out. And I was going to show you guys. I didn't really want to read it before it, I actually did the parody for BEARDZZERKER last fall. It was actually done in September. I wrote it pretty quickly, and this whole time we've been arranging the artwork, the covers, all the production team on it. And so our book is going to be coming out. We're hoping to release it in June. So not a very long wait for this. Not a lot of people do a crowdfund, and you have to wait like a year for the book to actually come out. But I think we're kind of ahead of the curve, because we got the heads up that Keanu was doing this book. They put out a lot of artwork. And so I just kind of imagined, what can I do to put the Don Chin Parody Press spin on this book based on Keanu's pitch. And if you haven't seen the pitch, I actually have it, and I'll play a little bit of it so you guys can kind of see what he talked about. And then I'll kind of give you my take on the actual BRZRKR book, which I read last night. And then I'm going to tell you a little bit more about our campaign for BEARDZZERKER, which is the very first parody of this book. And we're actually launching that tomorrow on Indiegogo, and we're going to have a bunch of live streams that we're guests on, and a big launch party with Michael Bancroft tomorrow night. It'll be starting at 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. And we're going to have a lot of guests on that show. So please check it out. I'll try to put the link in the chat later or in the description of this video, so you guys can click on it. But if you follow me on Twitter, I'll be posting it there as well. And so on Bancroft's show, we are going to have a star-studded panel of people. So let me tell you who's going to be on. It'll be myself, and it'll be Bill Mouse, who's our artist on BEARDZZERKER. We'll have Keith Gleason, who's our letterer, and he's also the creator of the Mighty Mascots for Alterna. We also have Mark Polton, who's the creator of Graveyard Shift and U.S. Assassin. We have Mike McMahon, who's the artist of U.S. Assassin. And you'll understand why we're having those guys on when I show you the campaign, because we've got some guest character surprises on covers, including U.S. Assassin. Who else will be on? Preston Azevedo is going to be on. He's a master illustrator. He's a great painter. And you're going to see him do a BEARDZZERKER, kind of a cool homage to Frank Frazetta's Death Dealer on one of our covers. Hey, Area Blackness, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. Area's over in Wales. I remembered not to insult you by saying you're from England area. So how are you doing? Yeah, Joe, let's do this. This is going to be fun. So anyways, who else did I not mention? I mentioned about 8 people. The last one is a big one. It's Billy Tucci himself, the creator of She, said he's going to be there. So we're going to have a fun time trying to get to our initial crowdfunding goal, which is $7,000 on this book. And hopefully we'll make a dent in it tomorrow. So I'm going to tease you guys today and kind of show you what things you can get in the campaign, some of the stretch goals that we have, et cetera, et cetera. But let's go ahead and look at the source material first. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and take a look at Keanu's his introduction to Berserker.
Comics are awesome. Berserker's got everything that you want from a comic book. It's got great drawings, colors, great story. It's got action, has a little romance, and it's about something. I was like, well, I used to collect and I love comic books. And they were like, so did you ever want to make a comic book? And I was like, yeah, you know, this idea of a kind of Viking, someone in a altered state, someone in a higher, heightened state, just out of control. You know, someone out of control and being compelled or driven to this thing and time like this, you know, kind of hiding in violence, you know, this kind of character trapped who in a way has to, with this curse that it's compelled to violence, he understands the cost of it. He finds life precious even after all this time. And I feel with Berserker we have some masters doing the drawings, masters doing the color, a master working with me in the writing. And the story that we have to tell, I think, is a lot of fun. So check it out. If you do, I hope you enjoy it. BEARDZZERKER, Boom Studios.
Yeah, so that was what Keanu released last year. I think it was kind of like end of summer, fall, and it got a lot of people excited. It was a kick. You know, you might be right, past Master Dan. I do know he takes care of his body. He's really into martial arts and stuff, but it looked like he was filming inside like a Coleman tent or something. I don't know where he was when he filmed that, but I'm going to show you our BEARDZZERKER trailer in a little bit, and we basically take almost a word for word satire of what Keanu brought you just then. And so anyways, yeah, so he announces this book on Kickstarter with Boom Studios, and it just explodes. I mean, I think it sold like 600,000 copies. And then in this last week, they announced that it's going to have like a Netflix deal for that character, probably with Keanu in it. And I think they even said, oh, we're going to do like an anime version of BEARDZZERKER for Netflix as well. So I think this character is going to have a lot of life. I foresee it being probably just as popular, if not more so, than John Wick. It's pretty brutal. Why don't I go ahead and segue into the comic book review? I don't know if you guys picked this up, but it came out, I think, a few weeks ago in comic book stores. There's several different covers. I think they were about a month late when they said they were going to, release this book. So I went ahead and I called my comic book store a couple weeks ago, and I said, "Hey, do you have?" It was Barry down at North Coast Role Playing here in Eureka, where I live. So I called him up and I said, "Hey, do you have Berserker?" And he goes, "Oh man, I sold out, but I'll reorder it for you." So thankfully, he reordered it, and he called me when it was back in stock. And so I went ahead and picked it up about a week ago, and I held off on reading it. I've been really busy with my other job and just doing this whole campaign. And to be honest, I was a little apprehensive. I didn't know if I really wanted to read it, because it's weird, because normally you have source material if you're doing a parody, and you already know what that source material is, and you do a send-up of it. But in this case, to be relevant, I had to kind of imagine what the Berserker story was going to be based on Boom Studios graphics and this video and so forth. So let me go ahead and share the screen with Boom Studios so you guys can kind of see what they've got going on. So yeah, this is, if you go to Boom Studios, they have a pretty cool website with all their different titles and so forth. And these are some of the covers that were on the Berserker. I get these guys confused all the time. I say BEARDZZERKER when I meant Berserker, and Berserker when I mean BEARDZZERKER. It's just been kind of jumbled in my brain. But yeah, these are some of the variant covers that they did for the first issue. I don't know how many they did. It seems like they did like at least 12. If you look at the back cover of the actual comic book, it shows you all the different variants and so forth that different comic book stores did. So yeah, so we basically decided with our book we would do at least 6 variant covers, and I'm going to show them to you in just a moment. So yeah, let me go ahead and give you my quick review of this book. It's definitely a mature reader's book, and it has got a lot of blood in it. It's got a lot of graphic violence, which, if you've watched any of the John Wick movies, you're used to that. But in John Wick, it's a lot of bullet play. It's a lot of shooting, and they don't really show, brains and stuff. And, just, you've seen some movies that are that bad, but John Wick kind of is, in a way, it's kind of a more sanitized Hollywood, action type movie. But Berserker, from the get-go, I mean, this guy is, he's basically kind of like this immortal. If you remember Highlander, those Christopher Lambert, and he just could never die. And you kind of get this vibe from this character that he's immortal, because he's getting shot, point blank, and he's still alive. And he's taking on this special ops. He's on this special ops team that has to go to a foreign land. I think it's some Spanish land, and try to intercept this dictator that's trying to escape by a plane. So he's kind of a mercenary, and he's with these other mercenary guys. And he's definitely kind of the, balls to the wall type character. He jumps out of planes, and he's just like totally not afraid of anything. Cars are coming at him, and he's jumping through windows. But I think the thing that that's different with him is that he's just a real bludgeoner pugilist. And so he has no hesitation to basically take your your face and put his fist through it. So this first issue, it might as well have been just totally red, because there's just so much graphic violence and so much blood in it that's the overwhelming sense you get when you read this book. And believe me, the art is actually really, really good. It's by Ron Garney, who I only remember him from Captain America with Marvel, but you know, they hired him for this book, and you know, he's very competent. And if I know that Past Master Dan, he just asked Romita covers. Exactly. That's what I thought when I read this book. I said, this looks like John Romita Jr. Back in the day doing like whatever he did. I think he did like Wolverine and some other things. And it has this Romita Jr. feel to it. It has a Frank Miller feel to it, like a Sin City type of just stark black and white. I'd say I liked it. I would recommend it. It's definitely not for kids, and it's something that I think most comic book readers will enjoy. I would say after reading the first issue, which was a $5 comic book, I would definitely want to pick up the second one, because they're going into his origin. They're going to talk about him, believe it or not, basically growing up in like prehistoric times. So he's been around like thousands of years, and I don't want to give away too much, like how could somebody live that long? What do they do to regenerate him, et cetera, et cetera. It's all in this first issue. And the production value is very good. It's very slick, smells good, smells like a comic book. You know, they showed kind of like him standing in the rain, and let me go ahead and make this a little bigger here. I'll stop sharing the, okay. Yeah. So you've got Keanu Reeves is in the, title as one of the co-writers. Matt Kint is the co-writer. Ron Garney's the main artist. You've got colors by Bill Crabtree, lettered by Clem Robbins, and this whole staff of people put this thing together. So yeah, kudos to Boom Studios. This is a really good book by an independent publisher. I mean, here's some of the artwork from it. When I tell you, it looks like John Romita Jr. Yeah, Joe thinks this as well. So Garney, I guess he doesn't. He's kind of a what would you call it? I won't say chameleon, but I think he's an adaptive artist. I think his style, he's very versatile. And I saw him interviewed just this week on a Boom Studios stream on YouTube, and he's really laid back, and he's got his vibe, and he's just a cool comic book dude. So Ron, if you ever watch this video, Boom Studios, thank you for giving us some great source material, and maybe if we do a BEARDZZERKER #2, I'll take more from this book now that I've had a chance to read it. But there actually are some similarities between their book and what we've got going, and so that was kind of nice to see. He is kind of a loner, and he's got a lot of angst and so forth. So hey, my wife is in the chat. Hi, Laura. She says pugilist is a noun. Boxer, especially a professional one. There you go. Yeah, she did not know that. She probably thought pugilist was like a dog collector that likes pugs. Maybe she thought it was a pugilist. I'm not sure. We got Dark Gift in the house. Hey, Dark Gift. I think I'm going to be on your stream, Anthony, on Friday. You've got like a Comics Gate kind of a showcase show, so I'm really excited to be on there. He says, "What's up? What's up?" Who else do we have? Past Master Dan is saying that John Romita Jr., I think his claim to fame was doing The Punisher. That's right. I have some of those. I think he did like Warzone. And Eric is in the house. Hey, Eric. Well, I'll cheers to you with your X-FARCE mug. Eric was one of the first buyers of our X-FARCE mugs, which we still have on our site for $19. And he likes to drink orange juice. I've got some good Java here that my wife brewed. So Past Master says, yeah, your guy does something. I might have to have Past Master Dan be my co-host. I've been kind of looking for somebody that would be a yin to my yang that can kind of hang out with me. Because when you're a one-man show, when you're trying to do all the graphics and stuff, it gets a little overwhelming. But Eric says, Fid BEARDZZERKER launch today. Actually, no, my friend. It's actually launching tomorrow night on Michael Bancroft's stream. And I think Ray was kind enough to put a link to the stream there. Let me see. Yeah, right there. So if you scroll through the chat, you can probably find the link there. So 7 p.m. Pacific time, that's 10 p.m. Eastern time, we're going to have a star-studded show, Eric. I kind of mentioned some of the guests, including Billy Tucci, Preston Azevedo, Mark Polton. All these guys are going to be joining us on that stream tomorrow. So yeah, on BEARDZZERKER, if you on a scale of 4 stars, I'd give it a 3, maybe a 3.5. It's very, very graphic, and the thing is though, it doesn't skimp on action, and that's kind of what I think most of us comic book fans want. We don't want Marvel heroes basically talking like for half the book, not doing anything, you know, contemplating their navel. We want to see people doing heroic things, being the good guy, getting roughed up. And boy, this guy gets really roughed up. He does not look good at the end of the book. He looks like basically a zombie from The Walking Dead by the end of the first issue. And the creative use that Keanu came up with, either him or Matt came up with, for the ways for people to basically die are very, very interesting. And I think if you guys are John Wick fans, you know, oh, there's this legend of John Wick killing a guy in a bar with a pencil, right? Which I don't know if they ever showed that in the trilogy. Maybe you guys can refresh my memory, but that was just something when you heard it in your mind, you thought, oh, that guy is so badass. He can kill someone with a, you know, with a number 2 pencil, which actually, if you think about it, this could be pretty nasty. You go through a heart or through your carotid artery or anything, it will not be fun. But yeah, you could kill somebody with this. So anyways, in BEARDZZERKER, besides using his fists, there's a scene where he takes a rib out of a guy and actually kills the guy with his own rib. And he's ripping off body parts and kind of using them as clubs and everything. So you'll just have to see it. You'll just have to see it. What does Past Master say? He says, confiscates the true definition of free market forces. I agree. There's a lot of great independent people coming out and doing some awesome things. It's a great community, no matter what, you know, people say, oh, these guys are a bunch of bigots. And I've met so many diverse people in this community, and I have felt nothing but love. I've met people from different countries, different skin colors, men, women, different, you know, sexual orientations and whatnot. And I'd have to say, coming back into comics after being gone for so long, I've felt very loved and very welcomed, as so has my wife. And so I'm proud to say, you know, let's keep Comicsgate going. Thank you, Ethan Van Sciver, for, you know, kind of paving the way and being bold to do the things that you're doing to kind of help us to get our products out. Okay, so anyways, Eric says, yeah, that was a cool panel. I wonder that is what what do you mean? Oh, that's like deserves a rim shot there. What else do we have? We got a lot of chat in the Comicsgate is what actual diversity looks like. Like what they try and do is not diversity. That's a good point, Bristolian Dave. So, okay, so without further ado, I gave you my spiel on BEARDZZERKER. There I go again. I gave you the spiel on BEARDZZERKER. So now I'm going to give you the trailer to BEARDZZERKER, and we're going to take a deep dive into the campaign. I'll probably go until like another half hour, and then I'll let you guys get on with your day. So thanks for sticking around. I'm going to go ahead and play you guys the Parody Press BEARDZZERKER 2-minute trailer. And I only want to give a shout out to the good folks at Ascension Cinema, Ryan, and who was the other guy that worked on it? Ryan, Buck, and it'll come to me. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now, but they did an awesome job on this. We gave them artwork and a script. We have a voice actor, and here you go.
Comics are totally awesome, and I'm totally awesome too.
Whoa!
BRZRKR from Parody Press. Back it today!
Awesome. Yeah, so that's the full trailer, and I enjoyed working on that with my wife and Bill Mouse and the good folks at Ascension. So if you ever need a trailer, definitely hit those folks up. Their prices are pretty reasonable. They are quality, and they're really good people. They support Comicsgate community. Actually, Ryan just had a sweet baby girl, I think, a week and a half ago. So he's probably got his hands full, but he's got a very competent staff. So yeah, thank you, Past Master Dan. Hey, I even got this for you, just so you guys are. And then I think I have. Wow. There's even a like a 5-minute YouTube video where somebody basically took all of Keanu's woes throughout his career and spliced them all together. I think I played it one time, like on some kind of stream, and it was pretty funny. So if you guys are bored someday and you want to go check out Keanu saying nothing but whoa for 5 minutes, you can. Oh, there's my phone. Oh, looks like a junk mail call. Anyways, so hey guys, let's go ahead and take a look at BEARDZZERKER, the campaign page. I'm so excited. Kind of previewed this on a few other channels over the last weekend, but this one I'm just going to kind of share my screen, and you're going to see the campaign before we launch. So yeah, here we are. Now, if you signed up to our BEARDZZERKER early bird launch page, which is on Indiegogo, and you back us, you're going to get a trading card. And if you back us, and you're also going to get an email deal probably within the first 24 hours of the launch. So there's some package deals that I'm going to tell you about, but because you're watching this stream, you're going to get the scoop on like some secret tiers. So right now, the suggested list price of this book is going to be $15, and so that is a lot less than X-FARCE, which was a $25 price point. So BEARDZZERKER is a 32-page color comic book at this point. If we exceed, far beyond what we expect, then maybe we'll expand it, or maybe put in a short 8-page story or something like that. But for now, that's the plan. It's a 32-page color book, and we have a special deal on our page, and I'll go ahead and show you that. So right now, the feature tier will be all 6 variant covers. I'm going to go ahead and show you each variant right now. So this piece right here is actually, I'm still debating. It's by Jim O'Reilly, and he just kind of approached me he saw me on a stream, and let me go ahead and make this bigger. He saw me on a stream and he said, yeah, if you ever want a pinup, hit me up. And I said, wait, this guy's really good. And so he whipped this beautiful piece up with a colorist named Sigmund, and we just got it like within the last few days. And I loved it so much. I really felt like it needed to be a, just front and center on our campaign, because it really grabs your eye. It has a lot of action, a lot of intrigue, kind of makes you wonder, what's going on here. And I told him, let's try to do a little bit of a riff on the original Bill and Ted Excellent Adventure movie cover. So you've got basically BEARDZZERKER and his guitar playing friend, and they're on top of instead of a telephone booth, which was the mode of transportation in Bill and Ted, we changed it to a porta potty, because there's not telephone booths in 2021 anymore, because everybody has cell phones, right? So anyways, the mode of transportation in BEARDZZERKER is a porta potty that's atomically powered, and it goes underneath the ground to sewer lines. So it can basically pop up anywhere there's a sewer line. So that's kind of the take that we did on on this book. You've got him kind of fighting some secret agents, which I'm going to tell you about in a little bit. His feline friend that you can see right here, that's Cat Stevens. And then his female companion, her name is Holly, and that's her up here in the corner. She's like a sexy farmer's daughter. So that's a piece that I for now, I think this is either going to be a pinup or a back cover, but honestly, I like it so much that if we do really well, I might make this like a seventh cover down the road, because I really, really like it. So here we go. It's basically a rock and roll Rip Van Winkle heavy metal warrior adventure. And as I said before, the team on this book is myself as the writer. The artist is Bill Mouse, who's been a longtime comic book veteran. In fact, this piece right here with the blue, that's by Bill, and it's colored by Stefani Renee. This is a pinup piece. It's lettered by Keith Gleason, and the graphic designer and also my co-plotter and editor on this was my wife, Laura. And I have a little tear here, which this is her in the corner, my beautiful wife, Laura. So if you want to help Laura be caffeinated and hydrated, you can just buy her a cup of coffee, and she'd be very pleased with that, because she does a lot of the grunt work, behind the scenes work that that yours truly doesn't know how to do. So anyways, that's Laura. So he's basically, he's not going to take it anymore, because he wakes up and the world has changed a lot since the late 80s. We've got a lot of problems in the world. So the things that he's going to be tackling, among other things, are there's a viral Rick Astley earworm pandemic. We call it the Rickroll earworm, and it's basically there's this mysterious audio signal that's been beamed from some remote location that's causing people to randomly become Rick Astley clones, and they're basically singing "Never Gonna Give You Up." So it's been eradicating the world's productivity, and we need to stop it so we can get back to work again. There's also a killer murder hornet invasion, and there's this onslaught of selfish millennial musicians. So he's gonna go kick some axe here with his guitar, which is called the Shredder. So let me go ahead and show you the covers. This is by Kane White, and everybody that has seen Kanan's White knows that he's just absolutely amazing. And he is colored by Matt Yackey on this cover. I really love this cover. It's he did it on pen and ink for us, and we have the original. And Kanan is just so talented. So this is the cover where he's fighting the killer hornets, and I really like that. You see his axe right there. It's actually given to him by Genghis Khan, and it's got the power of the rock and roll gods like Eddie Van Halen and Slash. If you didn't notice in the logo here, there's two big Z's. And if you're a music fan, you'll go, hey, that kind of looks familiar. And that our idea was because ZZ Top, you know, the popular band from the 70s and 80s, that was their logo. And everybody that knows of ZZ Top kind of knows, besides their music, they were famous for their beards. So that's just kind of a play on their logo. So that's the cover by KEANU, which is 15. Okay, so then we get into the guest covers. This is by the Bodacious Babe She, and this is by Bill Mouse. So we've got BEARDZZERKER, She, and Cat Stevens fighting basically a ninja horde, as well as these German secret agents that are up to no good. And what we're planning on doing with this cover is to have a vote. We've got two captions on this cover. The first one says "Holy She" here on the bottom, as you can see. And then the second one has a character that kind of looks like Batman, basically saying, what is she doing here? So I don't know which one's going to win, but I'll probably put it on a Twitter poll in April, and whoever is the top vote getter is the cover that we're going to wind up printing. So you got your choice. Holy She, or what is she doing here? And then again, this is colored by Matt Yackey. And as I mentioned, Billy Tucci will be on our launch party tomorrow night. So thank you, Billy, for taking the time to do that. You know, when you get old like me and Billy, staying up late, it gets harder and harder. And it's already going to be like 7 o'clock my time for the stream. It's going to be like 10 o'clock his time. So, you know, us old guys, we kind of crash a little bit earlier. Okay, so this is another big announcement, is that Rainbow the Brute from Ethan Van Sciver is going to be one of our characters on the cover. And here you go. This is, if you haven't seen this yet, it's beautiful. This is by Preston Azevedo. And he does this acrylic painting kind of in the vibe of Frank Frazetta. And so I sent him BEARDZZERKER artwork samples, and he took a look at them, and he goes, oh man, I got this great idea. Let's make this like the Death Dealer, the famous Frank Frazetta Death Dealer, but we'll have Rainbow the Brute as the Death Dealer. And so this is like, what if Rainbow the Brute fought BEARDZZERKER? Well, the end result is unfortunately Rainbow wins, and he gets to adopt Cat Stevens as his horse cat. And if you can see his axe, it's actually BEARDZZERKER's guitar that's been broken. And so I really love this piece. Preston, you're amazing. Thank you for letting us use your talent on this piece. And so that's cover number 3. Okay, this other one is by Dax Martin. And Martian, I'm sorry. Dax is a really, really great artist. And I found him on Call Me Mark's stream for the Not Daredevil campaign. And I saw him, there was a piece that he did where Not Daredevil is fighting like these Ku Klux Klan looking guys. And I said, man, this guy looks like Jack Kirby. And so I reached out to Dax on Twitter, and I said, I really like your artwork. Would you what do you charge to do your artwork? And could you possibly do a piece for us? And yeah, just a few days later, he turned this in, and it's so cool. I grew up on Kirby. Obviously this looks a lot like Thor. And so we call it the Mighty BEARDZZERKER. So that's by Dax. Thank you, Dax. So that's the 4th cover. The 5th cover is by Thad Rhodes, who worked on the New Mutants, and he does this really cool photorealistic style. And so we thought, can you go ahead and spoof that cover that I showed you guys of the Berserker comic book, the one that looks kind of like a painting, like an oil painting. And so Thad, he came up with this piece. And so we put movie credits and stuff on it. And, you know, we make fun of movie credits here. And I said it's rated PG, which is for pretty gnarly. And some of the warnings in the comic book are for comic violence, atrocious puns, cat foo, and junk food use. So that's the box office BEARDZZERKER cover. And then the last cover in this offering will be the U.S. Assassin cover. And this is unlike the other ones, which are just a one front cover piece, this is actually a 2-page piece by Mike McMahon. He's the co-creator of U.S. Assassin. And I've been backing U.S. Assassin since I heard about it. I really like the 90s G.I. Joe vibe that Mark Polton and Mike have done. So I reached out to them and I said, hey, could we possibly use U.S. Assassin on a cover? And they said, oh, yeah, that'd be great. So he did this cool patriotic theme. My wife said, oh, it would be cool to maybe incorporate a flag into the artwork. So you've got Holly kind of draped with the U.S. flag and U.S. Assassin and BEARDZZERKER on the front. And then on the back cover, you have the two pets that are in the series. There's Bazooka Dog, that's U.S. Assassin's canine companion, and you have Cat Stevens, who's BEARDZZERKER's friend on the cover. So yeah, so that's the 6th cover. And so yeah, I mentioned Cat Stevens. He plays the drums. He's kind of from the hood, as you saw in the video. There's Rupert, which is the secret agent. That's basically the one that gives BEARDZZERKER his instructions from the government. This is Holly. And then here's a little shot of Bill Mouse's murder hornets. And then there's some of his enemies include these German secret agents. These guys are kind of modeled after Hans and Franz from Saturday Night Live. There's the piece by Jim O'Reilly in black and white. So yeah, what are you guys gonna get if you back us? Well, let me go back out and I'll come back to this in just a minute. So let me show you. Hey, Lucifer, good to see you, buddy. I'm going to be on his stream in April. We're actually recording something this afternoon, so he's all the way over. I think you're in England, right, Lucifer? So I don't want to get you and Aria mixed up, or so. Anyways, let's see what you're going to get. So the first 25 backers, you're going to get this cool Cat Stevens die cut sticker. We just got these in just a few days ago. All right. And then if we hit our stretch goals, there's a guitar pick, like a BEARDZZERKER guitar pick with a kind of a pearlescent finish on it. Our first goal is 7,000, which is, you know, basically to break even. So you're going to get one of these if you back us. And then I think the next tier would be like 8,000. And I have these cool Rockstar satin bookmarks. It kind of looks like an axe, like that. The pick of destiny. That's pretty funny. So you've got that, and then we've got some. Let me kind of tell you what we've got in the tiers. So, oh, by the way, I forgot. I'll bring this out in a second. So Bill Mouse is going to do some sketch card tiers, that's on the campaign page, and so as little as like $55, you can get a really cool Bill Mouse sketch card of any of the BEARDZZERKER characters, and these are inked and signed by Bill, and you also get a signed copy of the comic book of your choice. So if you want to get something that actually includes original artwork, I think we're making it pretty affordable. So let me go back to the campaign and show you the, I'll share my screen again and kind of show you the tiers that we have. And I would like to see if I can actually show myself as well. Nope, I want it to be a little bigger. There we go. Okay, guys. So here we go. Let's go back to the campaign. I'll scroll up to the top. So the first feature tier is all 6 issues, which you're going to get for $75. But like I said, if you sign up early, I'm going to send out an email, which is going to actually be another savings on top of that. So instead of $90 for all 6 issues, I'll go ahead and let the cat out of the bag, no pun intended. It's going to be $69 because 69 is what Bill and Ted would often joke about in the movies. So we thought, oh, let's make it 69. So you're going to be able to save an additional $6 off the featured tier. And so you're basically saving about 21 bucks off suggested retail price if you're an early bird subscriber. I already mentioned the coffee cup for my wife. Okay, so here's something that not a whole lot of people have done. Actually, I saw Joe Catapano has a mixtape. I've seen Dan Fraga do offer some rap videos if he hits a certain stretch goal. We have a digital album called BEARDZZERKER Kiss My Axe, and it's only $7, and it's by my friend Laz Novak. And if you listen to the BEARDZZERKER trailer, you can hear his music. That's actually original music by Laz. So you're going to get some pretty cooking tracks that you can actually read the comic book to, and basically blow your eardrums out. And I have a sample of his one of his music videos on our campaign page, so you can actually check out more of his tracks. And so you're going to get 7 singles on an MP3 emailed to you, and then you can just enjoy them as you would like. Okay, so I already mentioned the covers: Kanan, the She cover, the BEARDZZERKER movie cover, Rainbow, U.S. Assassin, Dax Martian. We have an X-FARCE BEARDZZERKER combo. If you missed out on X-FARCE Reloaded, you can get each first issue for $40 together, and those are signed free of charge. We're also bringing back the Parody Press Vault Pack. If you folks didn't know, Parody Press started back in the early 90s, and I just have a few issues of the books that we published. We probably did over 100 spoofs back in the day, but I don't have very many of them anymore. So we're going to, basically you can get 5 back issues that are out of print and signed by me for $50. That may sound like a lot, but actually if you go to Mile High Comics and you look up any Parody Press book, most of those books are like $20 to $30 a piece. I've actually seen X-FARCE from Eclipse Comics. That book is like $98 on their site, and that's not even signed. So a lot of these books are basically worth $30 to $40 each, because they're hard to find. You can go on eBay, but it's tough. We don't have a whole lot of stock, so that's we're trying to just make it a fun tier. I showed you some of the sketch cards, so that's if you want to get a sketch card and a comic book, it's just $50. And then Preston Azevedo, our very talented painter on the BEARDZZERKER Rainbow the Brute cover, he's going to be contributing 4 sketch cards as well, and they're pencil. And those are going to be $65, and that includes the comic book. And there's only 4 of those. We're still offering X-FARCE Reloaded, all 3 variant covers for $75, limited supply. Okay, so here's the thing that I thought this is going to be a kind of a weird tier, but it seemed appropriate. This is called the Fear the Beard Roadie tier. And so on this tier, for only $99, you're going to get all 6 comic books, variant covers, and they're all signed. You're going to get the digital MP3 soundtrack by Laz. You're going to get an ink sketch card by Bill, and you're going to get all the unlocked stretch goals, and we're going to ship it all in a really cool Gemini mailer. So let me show you why we call it the Fear the Beard tier. And so it's because we're going to include a costume beard with this tier. And so I have one. We actually just got them in the mail yesterday, and I put it on to try to see what my dogs would think, and they just kind of looked at me like I was some kind of weird creature. And then my wife, after like a minute, she said, "You need to take that thing off because it's creeping me out." So I'm gonna basically show you what you get. You know, you can use it as a COVID mask if you want. So this is the costume. Oh man, it smells. So anyways, this is what you get in the Fear the Beard roadie tier. Yeah, Taskmaster Dan says, tell people it's a mouse. It's hard to talk in this thing. I would not recommend eating with it. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I kind of look like I could be in ZZ Top. What do you think, guys? The Asian ZZ Top. So yeah, this is fun. I don't know if I'm going to ship it with this card or not. This guy kind of looks like a terrorist to me. He kind of scares me the way that it comes in the package. So I don't know if I'll take the beard out of the cardboard and just, you know, put it in a plastic bag. So anyways, that's hey, you can use it as a toupee. Or actually, I kind of look like I'm in Flock of Seagulls. What do you guys think? If Heroinberg was here, he would tell me what kind of 80s synth band I would fit into. Maybe like Soft Cell, or I'm not sure. Oh, I got some synthetic hair in my mouth. It's not very good. Anyways, it's not good. Oh man, Taskmaster, you're a funny guy. You're a funny guy. We might have to talk about you being a guest. You know, my Ed McMahon to my Johnny Carson in this show. So anyways, yeah, let me go back to the big screen on the campaign, and I'll show you some more of the tiers. Yeah, so that's only $99 for all that cool swag, including a beard. I promise you, it will not be a Don Chin worn beard. You know, it's going to be fresh out of the package. For retailers, we have a 12-pack for $120, so you would get 2 of each variant cover. Here's some original art tiers. So the Backstage Pass is you get an original Bill Mouse signed 11 by 17 production art page. So it's not an actual page from the book, but he did 7 sketches as we were doing the conceptual development of BEARDZZERKER. So you can actually get, they're all drawn 11 by 17. I might be able to show you one. Yeah, actually I do have some here. So let me show you. I'll go back out to the other screen. Okay, so so if you guys get the Backstage Pass, you're going to get all the comics, and then you get your choice of, like I said, I have 7 different. How's that going to work? Okay, so when I described the character to Bill, this was one of his first drawings, and I said he needs to be not quite as buff as what you have him here, because he needs to be more like the build of Keanu, like more of a slender John Wickish build, not like a Conan the Barbarian. But yeah, that was kind of like one of his first attempts. And then here's one that we've used in promos. This piece is available as part of the I still got hair in my mouth. This is part of the Backstage Pass tier, and we also have some of the artwork that you saw, like of Holly, Cat Stevens, the German agents, all those guys. So that's the Backstage Pass tier. You'll get the album, and you'll also get the costume beard in that tier as well. So let's go back to the tiers again. Okay, so then if you actually really wanted a page from the comic book, it's only a little bit more. It's $175. So we're going to have 32 pages in this book. It's kind of like a first come, first serve. If you sign up and you buy this tier, depending on if you're a backer, you'll get your choice of which page you would like. And then we'll go from there. And it's all signed by Bill. That also comes with all 6 variant editions signed. All right. So then if you want to spend a little bit more money, we have Preston Azevedo's black and white cover artwork. He did a really nice piece, and it's $450. That's 11 by 17. And that's signed by Preston. And it's also has all, I'm sorry, that has one copy of the BEARDZZERKER comic book of your choice. The artwork for U.S. Assassin, let me go ahead and show you that. It's all this artwork is so beautiful. It's like, I don't really, if someone wants it, that's great. But if they don't want it, I'm not going to cry, because, I get to have this really fun original artwork in our, we'll probably frame this. So this is the artwork by Mike McMahon on 11 by 17. So that's the first, the front cover. And then the back cover is the Bazooka Dog and Cat Stevens fighting alongside each other. So if you want to get the dual covers together, it's $450. And that also comes with the comic books. I want to say thank you again to Mark Polton and Mike McMahon for letting us use U.S. Assassin in the campaign, and also to Matt Yackey, who is the colorist on that. Matt's done a lot of work for Dan Fraga, Rob Liefeld, and very professional. He does great work. If you guys want to buy the Thad Rhodes piece, which I'm showing you, it's going to come on artboard. He works in an acrylic colored pencil airbrush style, and that is going to be for sale for $500. And then, yeah, this last one. This one is hard to part with because it's so beautiful. I'll show it to you. It's the She and BEARDZZERKER piece by Bill. And I'll zoom out here and show it to you. Yep, so that's available as well. And I think that pretty much wraps up the campaign, guys. That's what we are going to be offering starting tomorrow on Michael Bancroft's launch party. So you guys have any questions? That's that's pretty much all I have to show you right now. And I'm sorry, I didn't mention all the stretch goals. I showed you some of them. So at the first 25 backers are going to get the Cat Stevens sticker. And then everybody at 7,000, you're going to get the guitar pick. And at 8,000, you're going to get the Rockstar bookmarks. I haven't decided if I want to sign those or not, because I think if I do, they're going to bleed through. So I'm not sure if those are going to be signed. At 9,000, you're going to get a trading card. 10,000, a sticker. 11,000, you're going to get a BEARDZZERKER print. At 12,000, you're going to get a BEARDZZERKER magnet. And as we go up the financial tier, we'll figure out what else we're going to offer. So, like I said, I think I would like to make it a bigger book. Maybe if we hit 15 or 20,000, we can add some extra content to it. You know who I think would be fun to write a BEARDZZERKER short story would be Mike Barron. He's worked with us on X-FARCE, and he's a big music fan, and I think he would bring a cool spin to BEARDZZERKER. There's the album cover to the Laz Novak MP3 album. He actually did the music, and he also designed this cover. And like I said, we call it Kiss My Axe. And if you want to listen to Laz's music, there's a sample on the campaign page. Sketch cards, etc. I think I have the Preston Azevedo. Yeah, there we go. This is a bigger picture of what he's selling for $450. So I guess he works pen and ink to kind of figure out what he's going to paint, and then he paints, maybe using I don't know how he does. He goes from pen and ink to original painting. And if he makes the original painting available for sale, I'll definitely try to let you guys know. And then at the very end of our campaign, you have me and Bill Mouse's Bill and Ted saying be excellent to each other. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Pastmaster Dan says, now my face itches. Thanks, Don. Yeah, I might have to sell some anti-itch cream, like BEARDZZERKER anti-itch cream with the beard, or make you guys sign a waiver that says, I'm not responsible for any skin rashes if you buy our book. Anyways, we wanted to thank you guys for being here, and hey, Lucifer, thanks, bud. I'll be here. I'll be on your stream in about an hour, my friend, and then we'll record and release that to the masses soon. But hey, I wanted to wish everybody a really wonderful Easter week if you celebrate it, and I think that it's going to be a fun weekend. We are ready to rock and roll. Tomorrow, there's quite a few streams I'm going to be on, and the first one will be with Dan Shaheen, and he's actually, I was surprised to find out, he's actually in my neck of the woods up here in California, but we're not going to be in the same studio. We're going to do a stream with myself and Bill Mouse, and then tomorrow afternoon, Mark Polton will have me on his channel. I think that's at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 5 p.m. Eastern. And then Adam Post will have me on his show, I think at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And then 7 p.m. we're going to have the big launch party. And if you folks didn't hear who's going to be in there, it'll be myself, Bill Mouse, Michael Bancroft, probably his co-host, Joe Albino Thunderbuns. There'll be Mark Polton, Mike McMahon, Keith Gleason, and Preston Azevedo, and Billy Tucci. I think that's 9. If it's 10, then somebody has to kind of be put in a timeout in the green room. So anyways, guys, that's going to do it for me. I thank you for tuning in. I really appreciate all your support. And like I said, I'll be streaming throughout April. You haven't seen the last of me. I just wanted to give all you fans a kind of a cool inside look at BEARDZZERKER. We've been working on this pretty much for the last several months to get everything lined up. I think you're going to enjoy the book. I will post some pages from it, or at least some interior art, hopefully by tomorrow. It's being colored, and that's going to do it for now. God bless you folks. Have a great day. Hey, Jim's here. Hey, Jim, good to see you, buddy. I want to yeah, before we go, I want to say thank you to Jim. He was kind enough to offer his talents to the campaign, and I really think he's excellent artist. So while Jim is here, I'm gonna go back to his piece of artwork that he did. I don't know, Jim, I don't know if I told you this, but I loved your artwork so much that I went ahead and put it. Let me see if I can scroll up here a little faster. No, I have to kind of do it the old-fashioned way. Yeah, my wife and I just said, oh man, this is so cool. So this is the attention grabber piece on the very top of our campaign. I don't know, when I saw this colored by Sigmund, I just thought, oh man, this would be a great animated series. So hey, Netflix, if you're out there and you want to do a BEARDZZERKER movie, hit me up. I would not turn that down. A BEARDZZERKER movie or a BEARDZZERKER animated cartoon would be fun. Adam has a question. How long is X-FARCE going to be in demand? That's a good question, Adam. I don't know if there's a cutoff on that. I would foresee us offering it through 2021 if they allow us to. We did overprint a few of the books, so as long as copies are in stock, we will definitely make them available. So if you want to still buy X-FARCE comics or merchandise, you can still go to xfarce.com, and we have a shopping page. My wife says, "Good to see you all. Have a great one." Hi, honey. Thanks for bearing with me and taking care of the dogs while I'm streaming. That's always a juggling act. Our dogs usually wake up around the time that I'm doing the stream, and so she and I have to split the dog potty duties. We have 3 dogs now. We just got a puppy about 3 weeks ago, and she's really a good dog. But when all 3 of them are kind of rambunctious, it gets a little crazy here. So, anyways, Past Master Dan, thank you for hanging out in the chat. Ray Thulu, thank you for being here. Jim, all you guys, thank you so much for your support. We love you guys, and we will see you next time. Until next time, keep smiling. And let me see what I'm gonna. I think I'll see you guys out with a little. You guys vote. Tell me, Sham Wow or Slap Chop. Just put it in the chat, and I'll surprise you guys. Or you guys don't want any outro music? That's fine. I'm just confusing you. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and play Vince, and we're gonna do the. I think I like Slap Chop today. I'm feeling in a Slap Chop mood. All right, guys, we'll talk to you later. Thank you.
Hi, it's Vince with slap chop 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 chop. Hi, it's Vince with slap chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day, 'cause you're gonna slapping your troubles away with a slapping your troubles away with a slap chop. Hi, it's Vince with slap chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day, 'cause you're gonna slapping your troubles away with a slapping your troubles away with a slap chop. Look, here's a potato. 1 slap, you get big chunks for the stew. 2 slaps, no fries in a second, and look at this. With your add mushroom, the more you do it, why don't get your speech any brain? Now, you love salad, you hate making it. You know you hate making salad, you hate making it. Since we don't have any salad in your diet, why just 1 slap salad? A soup, coleslaw, stuff in what, 5 seconds? 4 or 5 seconds, it's done. Best thing, just tuna, it's boring. Stop having the boring tuna. Stop having the boring life. Add this tuna, bring it like this. Now you're gonna have a nice, exciting life. Now here's a hard-boiled egg. 1 chunk, you add pickle, you add the green. And what you can do, you can mix things together. You add ham, and you're gonna love this. You don't have time to make a breakfast. Breakfast to go. Watch this, you're gonna love my nuts. Watch this, you're gonna love my nuts. Watch this, you're gonna watch this. You're gonna watch this. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. Sort of fruit, mango. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Look at this, is that beautiful ice cream? The reason you're gonna slap away every day is because it's so easy to clean. 1, 2, and pops open like that. Now these other ones you've seen in the stores, bacteria gets in the food. All the stores have this. You can't clean it. You can't open this up. It's worthless. Forget about it. Now take the slap chop, put it back together. Put the slap chop right there. Let's put the slap chop right there. Let's put the slap chop right there. Let's put the slap chop right there. The skin's at the bottom. 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 The skin comes right off. 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 Now put a tomato in there. Add your cilantro, your hot peppers right there. You can hit it like this. Hit it like this. Hit it like this. Hit it like this. Guys, we're gonna make America sing again. 1 slap at a time. It's guys, we're gonna make America sing again. 1 slap at a time. It's guys, we're one sing again. 1 slap at a one slap at a guys, we're one sing again. 1 slap at a guys, we're one sing again. 1 slap at a guys, we're one slap at a slap. I it's Vince with slap chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day, 'cause you're gonna slapping your troubles away with a slapping your troubles away with a slap chop. I it's Vince with slap chop. You're gonna be in a great mood all day, 'cause you're gonna slapping your troubles away with a slapping your troubles away with a slap chop.
It's easy. You just got 1 hand and chop, 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 chop.
Watch this: tacos, fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.